But when you add fruit, now you got sour. Now you're opening up a whole new world of fun as a brewer. Now we got 3 flavors to play with. We all know Ballast Point made $1 billion because of grapefruit sculpin. Grapefruit IPA, that is a great flavor combination. And it works so well because grapefruit's already bitter. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna make $1 billion beer, because I'm not gonna make $1 billion beer, but it's important to consider that with your hops is what I'm getting at. Citric acid does things to hop flavors that is just nuts. French Triskel is a hop variety that I got snookered into taking on contract when we first started. And it was a ho-hum hop. But we started using it with passion fruit, and that citric level of passion fruit, which passion fruit is just so GD acidic, that citric level of passion fruit made the Triskel taste like apricot. It was unbelievable, the transformation. Wine grapes are the exception. Those are like 22 bricks, 24 bricks, 26 bricks, depending on when they're harvesting. You're getting raspberries at 10 bricks if you're lucky, strawberries at 8, citrus at 6. That's barely any sugar. You're diluting that product. But it's okay to add sugar. But coconut in the mash is about the only way I've found to effectively use coconut without just making an oil slick on the top of all my beers. We spent so much time talking about the negative impacts of heat on fruit, to then just dump it in your boil kettle is gonna be a terrible loss. It's a brewing crime. I don't actually monitor gravity, which I know is a crime against humanity, but we don't monitor our gravity for when we add the fruit. By fermenting some of the fruit and driving the biotransformations that you don't otherwise get, you're gonna get more depth and complexity out of that raspberry than you would if you just fermented all of it or just dumped it all at the end. Do you want a fruit beer that tastes like a beer with fruit, or do you want a fruit beer that tastes like fruit with a little bit of beer in it? Modelo's number 1, who goes really well with a hint of lime. Corona taught us that. You wanna do that, but you wanna have it all completed in the package for your customer. You don't wanna have a 10 IBU beer that you then add pith on top of and you wanted 10 final IBUs and you end up with something that tastes more like 24. You wanna then maybe make a beer that's only 2 IBUs and it gets the rest of that bitterness from the pithiness. There is no romance in manufacturing. I know there's romance in selling beer and there's romance in enjoying beer. There's no romance in being a manufacturer, and that's okay. We're making good fruit beer. So don't be afraid to use citric. Don't be afraid to explore the different acids compared to the different acids found in fruits.